I welcome to you all to our YouTube channel. Dear students, let us start a new topic today. Students, before going through the topic, I am asking you some questions. My first question is, dear students, have you ever written any letters? Have you ever written any letters? The answer may be yes. We have written so many letters. We have written letters to our friends, we have written letters to our father, to our mother, to our relatives. Dear students, my question is, have you come across a person writing a letter to God? Have you come across such type of persons who has written a letter to God? Perhaps not. The answer is perhaps not. You have never come across such type of persons who have written letter to God. We have written letters to our friends. We have written letters to our relatives. We have written letters to the collector, to the minister, to the CDMO of our district. But we have never written any letters to God. We have never come across, we have never heard any persons writing letter to God. But today, we will learn a topic and we will see how a person wrote a letter to God. What faith he had in God. What faith he had in God. He had firm faith in God. He had so faith in God that he started writing a letter to God to help him in the time of his difficulties. So, dear students, today our topic is a letter to God. A letter to God. This is the topic. This is the first prose of your textbook, A Letter to God. And the author is Gregorio Lopez Fuentes. Gregorio Lopez Fuentes is the author of the topic A Letter to God. Gregorio Lopez Fuentes was a Mexican novelist. He was a Mexican novelist. He was also a journalist. Mexican novelist and a journalist, Gregorio Lopez Fuentes. And he was born in 1895 and he died in 1966. 1895 to 1966. His writings were very exciting. His writings were very exciting, very humorous. The writings of Gregorio Lopez Fuentes were very humorous. And most of his writings were related with the civil conflict in Mexico, about the oppressions of Americans in Mexico. As you know, Mexico is a Latin American country, Mexico. And most of his writings are related with the civil conflict in Mexico. And he was also awarded the National Prize of Arts and Science in 1935. He was awarded National Award of Arts and Science in 1935, Gregorio Lopez Fuentes. And he is the author of the topic, A Letter to God. This is a story about faith and belief. faith and belief. And in this topic, a letter to God, Lencho is the protagonist of the story. Students, do you understand what protagonist? Main character. Who is the main character? Lencho, a hard-working poor farmer. A hard-working poor farmer, Lencho, is the protagonist of the story, A Letter to God. Dear students, let us know, why did Lencho write a letter to God? Why did he write? Did the letter reach God? चिट्ठीटा भगवान के पाखरे पहुंची लगी. Did his letter reach God? Did God help him in his difficulties? Did God help him? So in order to get the answers to these questions, let us go through the topic. Students, now I am reading the text, the first two paragraphs of your textbooks. Try to follow me. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From this height, one would see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour, or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. The woman who was preparing supper replied, yes, God willing. The older boys were working in the field, while the smaller ones were playing near the house, until the woman called to them all, come for dinner. It was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, these are not raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5s. Let us, students, let us see the unfamiliar words in these two paragraphs. Let us see the unfamiliar words. Unfamiliar words. First is your valley. Do you know, students, what is valley? What do you mean by valley? Noun. It's a noun. Valley. Valley means Kashmir is a valley, Kullu is a valley, Manali is a valley. Valley means a plain area between two hills. A plain area, valley. A plain area between two hills. Valley, जोटा को आमे ओडिया रे उपत्यका बोली कहंती, दुई पहाड़र मध्यवर्ती समतल. Valley, valley a plain area between two hills. Next is dotted with. Another word, dotted with. Dotted with. What do you mean dotted with? What is it dotted with? D-O-T-T-E-D. If a place is dotted with something, it has many things scattered over its surface. Dear students, have you ever seen maps? Map मानचित्र देखिଛ? मानचित्र ऊपर कौन था? What do you see on the map? So many names, बहुत गुड़े ना सब था. Names of towns, names of cities, names of states. So the map is dotted with names of states, towns and cities. This is dotted with, scattered over, dotted with. scattered over. I mean, if we frame a sentence, the map is dotted with names of states. The map is dotted with, scattered over, bichurita hijiba. Another sense, the floor is dotted with books. The floor is dotted with books. Have you seen a fairground, dear students? Have you seen a fairground? A fairground is dotted with small cabins. So मेला पड़ियाटा पूरा छोट छोट दुकान रे पूरा भर्ती होता है. That is called dotted with. Dotted with. Now another word, that is supper. Supper. Evening meal. Supper means evening meal. Otherwise called dinner. Dinner, we use dinner. Another word, dinner. Next, another word, that is predict. There is another word in the predict is a verb. Predict means to say in advance. Predict. To say in advance or foretell. Predict is verb. Is adjective form is predictable. Predictable is adjective. देखो for morphology, but the word predict is the verb, predictable is adjective, prediction is the noun. Prediction is the noun and predictably is the adverb. Predict, predictable, prediction, predictably. Can you frame a sentence using the word prediction? His prediction became true. तार भविष्यवाणी सत हैला. We can frame a sentence. His prediction became true. तार भविष्यवाणी सत हैला. His prediction became true. So this is predict. Predict is the verb to say in advance. भविष्यवाणी करिया predict. Another is predictable. Its noun form is prediction and its adverb form is predictably. This is the morphology of the word predict. There is another word, that is exclaim. Exclaim. Another word that is exclaim. E-X-C-L-A-I-M. Exclaim. It is a verb. Exclaim has been used as a verb. Its noun form is exclamation. Exclamation. Noun. Exclamation. Exclaim. Exclaim. What does exclaim mean? Exclaim mean to say loudly. To say loudly. To say loudly and suddenly. And suddenly, because you are surprised and excited. देख आम जो आश्चर्य हो जाती कि गोटे एक्साइटेशन आमर आसे से आम जो कहती जोर पाटे कही दिखती दैट इज कॉल्ड एक्सक्लेमेशन. एक्सक्लेम. एक्सक्लेम. Suppose we see a big snake on the road, then we exclaim, what a snake, what a snake. That is called exclaim. Exclaim. To say loudly and suddenly. Loudly because you are surprised and excited. When we are surprised, we are excited, we make loud and sudden noise. That is called exclaim. And its noun is exclamation. The boy exclaimed that. Frame sentence. The boy exclaimed that it was a big snake. exclaimed. Exclaimed. The boy exclaimed that it was a big snake. Exclaimed. That is a verb and its noun is exclamation. Exclamation. देखो exclaim रे आई रहूची किंतु तो noun form होची सेठी आई टा उठी जाउची. आई नहीं एठी देखो exclamation रे आई नहीं किंतु exclaim रे आई रहूची. Exclaim, exclamation. Next another word that is sent. Sent. Cent is a coin used in a coin used in the USA. USA रे गोटे मुद्रा को सेंट कहती. US रो गोटे मुद्रा सेंट. $1 is equal to 100 cents. $1 is equal to 100 cents. 100 सेंट है ना गोटे डॉलर हुए. सेंट इज 1/100th part of a dollar. Cent is 1/100th part of a dollar. That is called cent. Cent is the unit of money. Unit, a coin used in the USA, and cent, 100 cent makes a dollar. This is all about your unfamiliar words in these two paragraphs. Now I am telling the summary of these two paragraphs. Dear students, who is the main character of the story? Tell me, who is the main character of the story? Lencho. Lencho is the protagonist of the story. Dear students, what was Lencho? What was Lencho? Lencho was a poor Mexican farmer. Lencho was a poor farmer. Where did Lencho's house sit? Where did Lencho's house sit? Lencho's house sat on the crest of a low hill. Crest. That is crest. Another word there is crest. C-R-E-S-T. That is top. Crest means top. C-R-E-S-T. Crest. Where did Lencho's house sit? Where was Lencho's house? Lencho's house was on the top of a hill in the valley. गोटे उपत्यकार पहाड़ थिबा गोटे पहाड़र शीर्ष भाग में लेंचोर घर थिला. एंड दैट वाज द ओनली हाउस. हिज हाउस वाज द ओनली हाउस इन द एंटायर वैली. ही हैड नो नेबर्स. देयर वाज नोबडी इन द वैली. लेंचोस हाउस वाज द ओनली हाउस ऑन द टॉप ऑफ द हिल इन द एंटायर वैली. फ्रॉम हिज हाउस, as his house was on the top of his hill, Lencho could see the river and his ripe cornfield dotted with flowers from his house. One could see his ripe cornfield dotted with flowers from his house because his house was on the top of the hill. What could one see from his house? Let's tell me. What could one see from his house? Now one could see the river and his ripe cornfield dotted with flowers from his house. And his ripe cornfield dotted with flowers. His cornfield was dotted with flowers. Promised a good harvest. From his ripe cornfield dotted with flowers, one could guess that Lencho was going to have a good harvest that year. Lencho was going to have a good harvest. But for a good harvest, his cornfield needed a downpour or at least a shower. Downpour or at least a shower. Downpour. Dear students, downpour. What do you mean by downpour? Downpour means heavy rain. Heavy rain, downpour. Another word is shower. Shower means short period of rain. Short period of rain. आमे जोटा को ओडिया रे कहती असराए बरसा. Shower of rain. In summer, a shower of rain is very comfortable to our body. खरा दिने असराए वर्षा शरीर को आनंद दिए. A shower माने असराए वर्षा जोटा को ओडिया रे कहती. A short period of rain. Downpour means a heavy rain. Then what did Lencho's cornfield need for a good harvest? Lencho's cornfield need a downpour or at least a shower for a good harvest. His cornfield badly needed water for a good harvest. His cornfield was dry for the want of rain, So that day, Lencho did nothing in the morning. He only looked at the northeast sky. Who looked at the northeast sky? Lencho looked at the northeast sky with a hope of rain. Se kon kala se dino sakala se kiछि kala nei. He did nothing. Only looked at the northeast sky with a hope of rain. Kale ବର୍ଷା habo ei ଅପେକ୍ଷା ରେ northeast sky ku se ଚାହିଁକି ବସିଲା. Who looked at the northeast sky? Lencho. Lencho made prediction. Lencho predicted that it would rain. So Lencho told the Omyan may be his wife. Lencho told his wife that Omyan, we are going to get some water. And the Omyan replied, yes, God willing. What does it imply? The Omyan replied, yes, God willing. What does it mean? It means the Omyan had also firm faith in God. They left everything in God. They left everything to God. Bhagavan ko chhadi dele. Ha, Bhagavan chahile. If God wants, it will rain. Lencho the older boys of his family were working in the field, and the smaller boys were playing near the house. Who were working in the field? The older boys were working in the field. Who were playing near the house? The smaller boys of Lencho, smaller children of Lencho were playing near the house until the woman called them to dinner. When Lencho was having his dinner, it started raining. Big drops of rain began to fall. When Lencho was having his dinner, big drops of rain started falling from the sky. So Lencho was overjoyed. His happiness knew no bounds. ता खुशी रो सीमा रहिला नहीं. आज Lencho had predicted, जेमिति पूर्वानुमान करिथिला जे परी, big drops of rain fell from the sky. Lencho was overjoyed. Huge mountains of clouds was seen in the northeast sky. Huge mountains of clouds, big pieces of clouds were approaching. And the air was sweet and fresh. Lencho came out of his house. Lencho could not keep himself inside the house. घर भितरे रही पाइला नहीं. Because he was so excited, he was so overjoyed. Who was overjoyed? Lencho was overjoyed to see the raindrops. So he came out of his house and to feel the pleasure of raindrops on his body. ବର୍ଷା ଜଳର ସ୍ପର୍ଶକୁ ଅନୁଭବ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ସେ ଘରୁ ବାହାରି ଆସିଲା. He came out of his house. Who came out of his house? Lencho came out of his house to feel the pleasure of raindrops on his body. And he was so excited, he was so overjoyed that he compared the raindrops. Who compared the raindrops? Lencho compared the raindrops with new coins. Mudra sahiත ତୁଳନା କଲା. And he compared the big drops of rain with 10-cent pieces. Big drops को 10-cent pieces सहित तुलना कला. 10 cent रो मुद्रा सहित. And small drops with 5-cent pieces. And he compared the small drops of rain with 5-cent pieces. So Lencho was overjoyed. His happiness knew no bounds to see the rain, because his cornfield badly needed a shower of rain for a good harvest. Dear students, let us summarize these two paragraphs through questions answers. Try to follow me. Dear students, who was Lencho? My first question, who was Lencho? Lencho was a poor Mexican farmer. Where was Lencho's house? My second question is, where was Lencho's house? Lencho's house was on the top of a hill in a valley. What could one see from his house? One could see the river and the ripe cornfield dotted with flowers. What promised a good harvest? Now his ripe cornfield dotted with flowers promised a good harvest. What did Lencho's cornfield need for a good harvest? What did Lencho's cornfield need for a good harvest? Lencho's cornfield needed a downpour or at least a shower for a good harvest. What did Lencho do throughout the morning? Lencho did nothing. He only looked at the northeast sky. Why did he look at the northeast sky? He looked at the northeast sky with a hope that it would rain. What were the older boys doing? The older boys were working in the field. What were the smaller boys doing? The smaller boys were playing near the house. How long were the smaller boys playing? How long were they playing? Now they were playing until their mother called them to dinner. Until their mother called them to dinner. When did big drops of rain begin to fall? Now big drops of rain began to fall when Lencho was having his dinner. When Lencho was taking his meal, big drops of rain began to fall. What was seen in the northeast sky? Now huge mountains of clouds were seen in the northeast sky. What was the air like? The air was fresh and sweet. What was the air like? The air was fresh and sweet. Why did Lencho come out of his house? Why did Lencho come out of his house? Lencho came out of his house to feel the pleasure of raindrops on his body. Was Lencho very overjoyed and excited? Yes, Lencho was very overjoyed and excited. Why was he overjoyed? Because his cornfield badly needed a shower of rain. And to his prediction, it started raining, so he was overjoyed. Who was overjoyed? Lencho. What did Lencho compare the raindrops with? What did Lencho compare the raindrops with? Lencho compared the raindrops with new coins. With new coins. What did Lencho compare the big drops of rain with? Lencho compared the big drops of rain with 10-cent pieces. What did Lencho compare the small drops of rain with? Lencho compared the small drops of rain with 5-cent pieces. Oh, students, this is for today. Thank you.